Hey all the honors kids from my class or Mr. Clendenin's. Hopefully you know now that we're going to be sharing videos, so anytime I put out a video, Mr. C's students, welcome too. Alright you guys, I want to show you just a quick one example on 13.6 law of cosines, but how we're going to also kind of review law of sines as well. But this is the need for the intricate details at the bottom of your 13.6 notes, the front page. So it says that when we're doing the law of cosines, we want to find the largest angle first if we have a choice. But if we do the law of sines, we want to find the smallest angle if we have the choice. This example will show you why that is necessary. So usually we have you solve for the entire triangle, but right now I'm just asking you to find a single angle, which is okay. So a lot of times we're not going to have you find everything. We might just ask you for you to find one piece. Well, what you want to do first is just realize which law you should use. Now, I always call it a combo. If I'm looking at my information, I do not have a combo. That means little a with big A, or little b with big B, or little c with big C, and it's not easy to find. Like if I had two angles here, I could easily find the third angle, and then I would have a combo. But since I don't have a combo, this is actually going to be side angle side information. Because if I just draw a sample triangle, which it's not going to be an equilateral, but I go A, B, and C. I put 21 degrees by B. Little a would be 15, little c would be 22. So since I don't have a combo, again, I can't do law of sines, but this is side angle side information or law of cosines. So I realize since I have angle B, I'll be solving for little b first. Well, the equation that we have to use then is little b squared is equal to little a squared plus little c squared minus 2 times a times c times the cosine of angle B. Now, once you know one law of cosines formula, you pretty much know them all. All right, we're going to plug in our pieces. Well, we don't know little b, but we do know little a is 15, little c is 22. I'll plug them also into this part of the formula, and angle B is 21 degrees. Now make sure you do have your calculator in degree mode because we're going to be taking a trig function of a degree angle. So I take b squared equals, I'll do these two parts together because they'd be considered like terms, and 15 squared plus 22 squared is 709. And then it's minus, I usually just multiply that all out, or sometimes I just multiply those together. But if I multiply 2 times 15 times 22 times the cosine of 21, I get 616.2 approximately. Now, if you keep that as a longer decimal in your calculator, you'll just be a little more accurate than me. I rounded there. So now I'll minus those two, and I'll take the square root. So after I minus and square root to get b by itself, I get 9.6. So the length of b is 9.6. Now I have a combo, and what I mean by that is I have a little letter and a big letter. So here is my combo I can use, so I can do law of sines. But what is going to be very tempting is to jump in and do the C combo next. Please don't. So again, do not write this down. It's going to be in blue. It will be wrong. All right, so if I want to jump to C really quick, which I cannot do, I will do the side B over sine of angle B is equal to side C over sine of angle C. Now, if I do all the math, I cross multiply. I can now solve for C. I will divide by 9.6 on both sides. After I get that decimal answer over here, I'll take the inverse sine of both sides, and I will get angle C is equal to 55 degrees. And at this point, you might think, hey, I'm done. I found my solution. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve the rest of the triangle and show you that it can't be valid. So again, anything in blue is incorrect. So if I put 55 degrees right there, it would be very easy to solve for A. The interior angles of a triangle equal 180. So if I go 180 minus 21 minus 55, I would get A to be 104 degrees. And now there should be a red alarm going off and realizing that can't be true. The smallest angle has to have the smallest side. the biggest angle would have to have the biggest side across from it, and 22 is larger than 15. So this blue information has to be incorrect. So you guys, even though it is tempting to solve for angle C right away, you just can't do it. So if you read the intricate details on the bottom of 13.6, it says that if you are going to be using the law of sines, you must, and again, the key word there is must, you must solve for the smallest angle possible. So while I do have my B combo, okay, so now everything in red is going to be correct to finish off. While I do have my B combo, I have to make a conscious effort which angle to solve for next. Since I'm using law of sines, I would look at my triangle, and with the side 22 or the side 15 across, the side 22 or the side 15, which would have the angle that is smaller? 15 would have the smaller angle. I am forced to solve for A next. When I do that, I'll do my A combo. Side A divided by sine of angle A. Now again, I'll try to speed this up. If I cross multiply, I will have to divide both sides by 9.6. I'll have to inverse sine them, and I will get angle A to be 34 degrees. Now I know that's not the answer we wanted, but if I put it up in the triangle, it'd be very easy to solve for angle C. The interior angles are 180. So if you take 180 minus these two angles, you would get 125 degrees for angle C. Now if we look at it, I know I didn't draw an obtuse angle, but I just checked my sides. The smallest angle has to have the smallest side. That looks good. The largest angle would have to have the largest side. That looks good. And again, the medium would have the medium, and everything works out. So you guys, when you're doing the law of sines or law of cosines, please make sure that if you have a choice of finding angles, you look at those intricate details. It might make a difference. So you guys, angle C is equal to approximately 125 degrees. And that is the correct solution. All right, you guys, I hope this helps out. And again, just make sure that whenever you are solving for angles using law of sines or cosines, if you have a choice, you double check those intricate details and you follow them, because it can make a big difference. See you later. It's your boy, Mr. P.